Hey Gemini, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your November 2025 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching, or you yourself, Gemini, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them, take what applies, and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. All right. I don't know why I feel like I have to keep shuffling. I already did take out your Oracle card. Well, cards. I only wanted to take out one, but two jumped out. So you have two. And then the unfiltered messages also are here. So let's see, Gemini. Listen, because it's taking me forever to just shuffle this, this could be an indication that perhaps there's something that you're not speaking about, or you are speaking about, but there's something being omitted. It's almost like wanting to do something, but not saying what you're going to do, if that makes sense. All right, let's just cut the deck. You have the Ace of Swords. I think that's correct. Ace of Swords is about truth, clarity, cutting something out. I do feel just intuitively, okay, if that does not resonate with you, then obviously we're going to see what the rest of the reading is, but intuitively this is what I'm getting. Also, do check out your other placements, your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, etc., because those may resonate as well. Nine of Swords, whatever this is clearly stressing you out, overthinking about this. Magician, maybe feeling like you can't make something happen, or you don't have the right tools to make something happen. For some of you, the challenge, maybe you feel manipulated. Maybe you feel you have to manipulate others. I don't know. Let's see. What? Speaking of manipulation, there's the Devil. Capricorn energy. You could have it in your chart. Dealing with one doesn't have to be. Devil in the foundation. There's something here that's not very healthy. Now, this could just be obsessive thinking about something. Because the Devil normally is either feeling tied and bound to something, feeling like you can't get out of it, but you're not necessarily bothered by it, if that makes sense. So the Devil card can represent, I'm not saying that this is the case for the reading, but it can represent, for example, an addiction, right? When you have an addiction, you feel like you need it. You're literally a slave to the addiction. Now, let's say, simple example, let's say the addiction is smoking, right? Like smoking cigarettes. Yeah, I know it's bad for me, but I don't want to stop. Right? When you have that addiction, there's kind of like this tie. There's something that it fulfills. Obviously, we're not going to go down the rabbit hole of psychology and addiction, but it's not necessarily that you want to let go of it. You're comfortable with it, knowing that it's not good. So it's possible that there's a situation that you're dealing with that is toxic, but you're just like, yeah, whatever, like it is what it is, or maybe giving it the benefit of the doubt that something will get better. For some of you, the toxicity is knowing that the situation is toxic, but you're not really doing anything about it other than just stressing. We'll see again. In the past, you have the Moon card, Pisces energy. This represents confusion, emotionally overwhelmed. For me in particular, I like to look at this. This could be trauma. Right? Deep-rooted trauma, like childhood trauma, because this is the subconscious. Moon could also represent fears because you can't see clearly because there's a veil. 5 of Wands on your mind, drama, conflict, disagreements, competition, and your outcome is the Ace of Wands. So some sort of new idea, new urge, new passion, something is sparked here. It could be an idea of how to take action. So if that's the outcome and that sounds good to you, then moving forward, when this happens, this spark, this idea, this passion, whatever, maybe it's to utilize that energy to actually take action with something. Because I do feel, so let me just give you a look. You have the card of impatience and confusion. So, and interesting, that's the moon right there. And lack of clarity with confusion. There might be a situation that I don't know if it's like, I want to get this done and over with, or you want to do something about it quickly, but something isn't very clear. I'm surprised the Knight of Swords is in here. Let's see what this Ace of Swords is. I apologize for the glare. Ten of Wands, the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, Five of Swords. And then you have the Emperor, at the bottom of the deck. I just blinded you guys. I am so sorry. You might feel betrayed by a situation, a person, an environment. For some of you, this is wanting to say the truth or wanting to find the truth. Because to me, it almost seems like keeping something, hiding something, and it's becoming heavy. And with this King of Cups, like your heart is in this. The Five of Swords, this is a winning at all costs, somebody having a certain agenda. It represents lack of trust. It represents feeling defeated. We'll see what else comes out. Why is the Nine of Swords here? King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. There's the Knight of Swords. We were just talking about this. And the Lovers, that's you. This could have to do with money for some. Stability, security because of the King of Pentacles. I also feel like I need to make a choice, but I'm stressed about it. I don't know what to do. I feel imprisoned here. Knight of Cups, Eight of Wands, Queen of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. This is movement. Movement. Eight of Wands could also be messages, maybe even travel. Queen of Wands. I get the sense of something isn't going smoothly. Because Knight of Cups, Eight of Wands, Queen of Wands, this is attracting this. And I almost feel like attracting something charming, like I don't know, like somebody becoming Prince Charming, like coming to save or coming to talk to you, expressing their love. For some, it's, just expecting good news, something nice to come through, but it's not. Or that's the challenge, or that's the delay. Like a manifestation isn't working. Why is the Devil here? Three of Swords. There could be a third-party situation or just something else that's triggering this from not happening. Three of Swords, Hanged Man, Two of Swords. Whatever this is putting a block, this is putting a pause, and it's not allowing movement forward. Somebody could be acting petty for some. Other people could just, somebody's being blocked. Communication isn't great. I feel like there is a blockage. There could be fears. Could be. I feel like maybe somebody isn't seeing something from a different perspective. There's also a tie to some sort of pain. I don't know if it was caused by this situation or this person or of something in the past. And that is the foundation of all of this. Because listen, you have the Devil card in the foundation and in the current moment, clarifying obsessive thoughts, stress, anxiety, clarifying that you have the King of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Lovers. Notice how these two cards are the same, but one is healthy and one is not healthy. So I think you intuitively know exactly, intuitively, maybe that's not the word I should say, because I almost get the sense of like you know the answer or you know what to do, but it's being very much clouded, or there's a veil because of external environments, the past pain, whether it was caused by something else and then it's just seeping onto this, whether it's caused by this and something like that. Let's see what the moon is. King of Swords, 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Okay. If you're a male Gemini, this King of Swords could represent you, and there was definitely this energy of harmony, of love, of togetherness, of a new beginning in love. Either you didn't see this or you were scared of this. If you are a Gemini female, and I mean, take it as it resonates. If the male is resonating with you and you're a female, take it, okay? I'm just doing this, labeling this just for purposes of understanding or getting this a little bit organized. If you are a Gemini female, I mean, you could have been dealing with another air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. They have it in their chart, sun, moon, or rising, whatever. There's something here that's just clouded. I don't know if somebody's heart was fully in this in the past. What was in there was more of their brain, their passion, perhaps, King of Wands. Not very much their heart. I also get the sense of somebody here is only going to see the truth once they lose something. The moment that they get into their heart space, they're going to see things clearly. How something is difficult or something may be difficult for them. It's kind of like dealing with a person who doesn't want to deal with their emotions. So every situation that they look at, it's like they have a cold heart so that they're not affected by it. But then the moment that they actually get into their heart and they start feeling, they're like, oh, I actually care. And this is actually really painful for me. Or this is really difficult. I almost feel like somebody is battling. Like they don't want to get in their emotions. Why is the 5 of Wands on Gemini's mind? 7 of Cups, there's the confusion. Queen of Cups now. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, 4 of Cups. 9 of Cups at the bottom. You might be conflicted on what it is that you want. You might be feeling confused, but you know for certain that something doesn't feel right. Either something feels like a missed opportunity or something, or maybe feeling complacent with something or feeling like you're just dissatisfied. Could even feel like something isn't coming together. Even the more that you try to be open to this, the more something is not falling into place. I also get, for some of you, you feel sorry for someone. Why is the Ace of Wands the outcome for Gemini? Listen, you let me know if this is making sense. Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords, Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like this is something about doing what's best for you. Because this Eight of Swords, Six of Swords is really telling me that something that is making you feel trapped, whether it's literally or feeling trapped in your own thoughts. Six of Swords is saying moving on to calmer waters, leaving something behind. This might have to do with your stability, security. Could be even a family environment with this Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like your decision, this outcome, is working on what? Or investing in. The Empress. Your growth. Abundance. For some of you, this is a female energy, a feminine energy. There's the Emperor too. Five of Cups, Emperor. Somebody starts to feel regret. They know that they have to take control of whatever is going on and having to take this leap of faith. To make something work. Also, someone's desires have really screwed them over. What is it? This Nine of Cups is really saying, what is it that you want? There's something here that you know will make you happy, like in the future. There's something, what is the Seven of Pentacles? I already said, like something that you're investing your time and energy into, something that has the potential for growth. It's some sort of, listen, it's some sort of new beginning that brings in stability and security. For some, this is money. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Wands. This is also home. Home, a foundation, a sense of belonging, security, stability. This is moving towards that. Now, for everyone, it's different. I don't know. Maybe for some of you, you have an idea to buy a home. Maybe this is about having a solid commitment with someone. For some of you, maybe this is settling down somewhere. And what is that? Hermit, Six of Cups, the Ten of Swords. But you could be fearing or maybe even needing to heal from certain things of the past. There's almost like a cycle that you've been through again and again that has caused you an immense amount of pain. For some of you, you feel like, yeah, you feel like something isn't going to work out. For some of you, this is about a relationship. I see the Two of Cups here. You have the Two of Pentacles, which is juggling, which is like, I don't know. How do I keep it balanced? What do I do? For some of you, you're dealing with somebody who wants their cake and eat it too. You have the 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, the Star card. I don't know if this is you or someone else, but somebody's absolutely needing to take action. Like their mind frame, their passion needs to be on this investment of something that is certain, has roots planted on the ground kind of thing. Or something that is secure, not something that leaves you with a question mark. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Virgo. It doesn't have to be. Or you have it in your chart. For some of you, you're waiting for something to just straighten out. Yeah, waiting. 3 of Wands, 8 of Cups, the World. Walking away, closing something off. For some of you, you feel that leaving something is going to make you feel like you don't have enough money. Some of you, it's I almost get the sense of needing to take a leap of faith. It's kind of like when your intuition is telling you, hey, go this way, you give it every reason why you shouldn't. I don't know if any of this is making sense to you. I'm so sorry for the glare. All right, I'm going to leave it there because I feel like I'm going to end up pulling out more cards and then just saying the same thing. Something has to stop. Something has to end. It's gone on for way too long. This petty energy, this not being able to trust, or I'm an eye for an eye type of energy. The Justice, the 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. I feel like this is something working out in your favor, but you're going to have to rely on yourself. I think there's such an emphasis on how you relate to other people or how other people rely on you and vice versa. There's a bit of selfishness that needs to be thrown in here. Anyway, so the cards that you got for the unfiltered messages is, listen, I had somebody complain about the curse words on here. I give a warning. I say that they have bad words, and if it's something that you don't resonate with, then I don't know, cover your ears. I'm just reading what it says. I do try to keep the curse words to a minimum, but I'm literally just reading. And if you're offended by this, I don't understand why. It's not like, unless you have like bad words and you associate that with a bad environment, a bad person, and that's not necessarily always the case. It's kind of like saying, oh, you live in a bad neighborhood, then you're a bad person. Like, no, not really. Anyway, I don't know why I even have to say that. Like, we're all adults here. All of my content is marked as 18 and older, not because I'm doing anything inappropriate, but just because the stuff that I talk about is obviously not geared to children. Anyway, laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? And no, you don't have to say that to a Gemini. Laugh. You know what? Maybe whatever situation it is that you're dealing with has really made you lose this natural sense of humor that you have. The ability to easily make other people laugh. The ability to just well, naturally have a great sense of humor. Something here is taking your natural essence away from you. Make better fucking choices. If you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Gemini, I believe you had this card last month. So that means that this could be a situation that you were dealing with last month as well. And there's something here about needing to make a different choice. Maybe, I don't know, I'm throwing it out there. Maybe you're complaining about a situation, but yet you're doing nothing about it. Or perhaps you're not approaching the situation with a different reaction. It's kind of like, oh, these people, I don't know, example. These people don't believe me, but I'm going to tell them again until they hear me. And you keep, oh, I'll tell them again. Oh, they don't believe me. I'll tell them again. Listen, doing the same thing, expecting different results, that's the definition of insanity. So they don't believe me. All right, I don't care. Then I won't tell them anymore. And then you find somebody else who would believe you, or you find nobody. And you just let it be and you believe what it is that you believe. Oh, these people are never going to change. Great. That's on them. We can't control people's actions. As much as we would like to, as much as we're like, you know what? If you just did things like this, life would be easier. You may be right 1,000%, but we can't control other people. So how do you change the situation? Well, for one, except I can't do anything about this other person or these other people. I'm just going to have to go and do what I need to do. Another example. Hey, you made plans with someone and they're like, yeah, you know what? At 5 o'clock, let's meet up. And then comes 4:30 and you're like, hey, I don't know, just confirming, and they say nothing back, or they're like, oh, you know what? I can't. Could you hold on a second? You're going to stop your life. You're going to stop everything else to wait on this person. I mean, if you have the time and that's what you want to do, fantastic. But if this is an energy that you're consistently dealing with, no, you got to go do what you have to do and prioritize other things that also prioritize yourself, or that prioritize you, or you do what you have to do. You can't just be sitting there like an afterthought. Some of you, you're dealing with an individual who comes around to you when they're feeling good about themselves, or maybe when they have no one else, and then they come around to you and you give them the attention because you appreciate, you know what, you're giving me the time and energy, whatever. Some of you are being used by people. Some of you are being used by a situation, or taken for granted, or because, you know what, Gemini does all the hard work. Gemini can be very reliable, but then you get taken advantage of, or they step all over you. And some of you, all you're doing is complaining that you're being stepped all over and doing nothing about it. How about saying no? How about, you know what, I have to do something else. I have to go visit my mom. I haven't spoken to her in a long time and I really want to visit her. Sorry, guys, I can't work overtime. Oh, but no, you always work overtime. We can always count on you. Oh, there's the manipulation. Yeah, great. Well, you can't count on me this time. And in the back of your mind, you could always think, well, I can't count on you ever. Why am I consistently the reliable person and getting shit on? You know what I mean? Ooh, I went into a little rant over there. I'm getting angry for you, Gemini. Okay, so I read you your unfiltered messages. Let's go ahead and read the oracle cards. Blinded by the light. I'm saying that because I can see the glare right there. Okay, let's go ahead and read your card. So you have impatience. Eaten. If I don't take care of it, it'll never happen. Wow, this is probably the same thing like I was saying about the work situation. Well, if I don't do it, who else is going to take care of it? You know what, Gemini? Unless it's your company, that's a different story. But if you're going to be the gold star employee, because, I don't know, maybe that's a good thing to look at. Why? Why do I feel like I need to do this? Well, because I love my job. All right, let's look a little bit deeper in that. And then you start to find out, oh, well, maybe this is needing validation. Oh, maybe because this is my entire identity and I haven't really explored myself with other things. Or, you know what, maybe it's because deep down inside I'm actually a people pleaser. I don't know. And I'm not judging. Listen, we all have our things and whatnot. I'm just trying to give clarity, you know? Sometimes we need to have an honest look and not be so offended with ourselves. All right, so impatience. Ethan grows impatient waiting for dawn, so he buys a used moon. Once it's in the sky, he steps back to see his handiwork. The moon will not stay in place unless he holds the cord. Sky God assures him that dawn will come when he lets go, but Ethan is fearful and grips onto the cord until he falls asleep and releases it. When he awakens, dawn has come and the radiant light in the sky is blocked only by his used moon. For some of you, you want to quickly deal with a situation. This is how it's going to get fixed, or this is what we can do, whatever. And you're needing to let that go. I think your attention is needed elsewhere, but you're so focused on this, that the natural course of things can't happen because you're like, nope, it needs to be like this. No, I need to do, no, you need to do. Now is not the time to make a rush decision. You have made your needs known. Now leave it alone. You may block something wonderful from coming to you if you're hasty. Am I jumping the gun? If I'm honest with myself, am I forcing something? Keywords: unfolding, revelation, success, scarcity thinking, being exhausted by your efforts, success through patience. Listen, for some of you, this is a relationship that you're dealing with, right? And what you need to do is, well, let's see what happens. I already told him how I feel. I already told him what I want. Let's see if it happens. And you let it happen. You bite your tongue, you do nothing. Yeah, the anxiety kicks in. Well, you calm yourself down as much as possible. Try not to control the situation and see how it goes. Because maybe as you see it going, you start to gain a lot of clarity. You know what? I didn't bitch about him not doing this. And he didn't do it. So he didn't do it when I told him about it, and he didn't do it when I didn't tell him about it. And then, I don't know, maybe a part of you feels like a sense of clarity, like, this must have been the confirmation I needed. Because I'm not controlling the situation, so I'm not expecting to give out, well, you can try again, awards. I don't know. I'm giving examples, people. What else does it say? Your desire to create may overpower the necessity of aligning with divine timing. The time to shine will come. Move with the energy and not in front of it. Being present has its own reward. So hold on a second. Don't jump the gun. Don't rush something. Now, confusion. This is also a very good card. Confusion says, what does that say? Every silver lining has a cloud. Janet climbs Faith Mountain in dense fog, wondering if her decision to leave her boyfriend was the right one. There's another man waiting in the wings. There always is. Silver cloud surrounds her, and it is cold and scary. Despite her confusion, she keeps climbing. As she reaches the summit, the fog clears, revealing the town far below. With Silver Cloud's help, she has journeyed much farther than she realized. She now knows what to do. She begins the long journey home to reclaim her love. Through the willingness to be in confusion, we find clarity. There is nothing to solve. Meditation and quiet time will bring clarity. Can I see confusion as a good thing? Can I learn to let go of needing an immediate outcome? Keywords: clarity, support, revelation, allowing confusion, spiritual support, consequences of actions, Finding love. Oof. Consequences of actions hit a chord there. So I don't know if it's you having to deal with certain consequences or if it's someone else that's dealing with certain consequences. You are in the unknown. It may be a little comfort to know that you're safe. Understand that your angels have brought you to this point. You may need more information at this time. Remain still and allow inspiration in. It will come. I hope this was really helpful for you, Gemini. Because this period right now, if you are feeling anxious or impatient with something, this moment right now is needing you to, all right, what will be, whether I like it, whether I don't like it, let's see how it goes. Because I feel like something has come to some sort of conclusion or there was some sort of resolve or whatever, right? Because it was saying you made your needs known already. So now let it be. And you have the Ace of Wands as your outcome. So something will show up. And in the meantime, laugh, okay? Make better choices. Stop taking yourself where you don't want to be, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally. I know it's hard. I know it's easier said than done. Trust me. Anyway, gems, let me know. Please let me know if this resonated in the comment section, or just hit the like button if you don't want to share your story. And subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.